Hello everyone, this is Monica with Advice to Think Twice, and I'm going to do the tarot portion of the horoscopes for the month of July. So we're doing love tarot forecasts, and the decks that I'm using, if you're interested, are the Romantic Tarot deck and also the Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. What we're going to do is a week by week view of the month with some additional advice for each sign. And if you follow my channel, you know that I like to focus on the cards and I like to show you the cards because I think they're beautiful. And so you're gonna see me tilt the camera down so that you can just focus on the cards and the messages that come through. Okay, so hopefully these are gonna add to Stormie's horoscopes, and hopefully everything's gonna come together in a beautiful way and make sense for everyone. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy the readings, and I hope you have an awesome month. Take care. Hi Taurus, and welcome to your July 2016 Love Tarot forecast. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It looks like you're about to see some change and transformation in terms of your love life in the month of July. I feel that there are going to be some endings and some new beginnings. There's going to be some healing that is happening, some new perspectives, new ways of seeing things, new people coming into your life, relationships moving to the next level. It looks like a really beautiful month. Like I say, it's a month of letting go, going with the flow, embracing what happens. And I do feel like you're going to be really happy with the way things turn out, okay, by the end of the month. So let's just get started. The main theme, the general idea, the general energy of the month for you, we have the Hangman. And the Hangman talks about kind of being suspended, being in limbo. For some of you, it talks about taking yourselves out of the game. I feel like if you are in a relationship, or it's just that you're being faithful to someone, or you're waiting for someone this month, and so you're taking yourself out of the love game. You are locking up your heart. You're not paying attention to anyone else or anything else that's going on around you because your heart is set on a specific person. And the Hangman also represents a time of waiting. Okay, so it's a time where there's nothing that you can do but wait. And you should use this time to contemplate your options, to reflect on what you want to do, to reflect on where you want to go, to reflect what kind of partner you want, what kind of relationship you want, what you have to offer, what you deserve to receive, and so on and so forth. Because it's also a card that talks about enlightenment. So information coming to you, or new ideas, new perspectives, definitely. This is also talking about if you've been single for a while and you've kind of had to wait, okay, to meet someone until now. This is telling you try something different this month, okay? Do something differently, because what you've been doing is not working, and you're supposed to identify why that is. And you do that by self-reflection. You do that by looking at yourself in terms of what you do in love, in a love relationship, any patterns that you may be repeating, or any kind of untrue views, okay, in terms of yourself, of who you are, what you deserve, what you should do in a relationship, what you should receive, you know, in a partnership, and so on and so forth. And I feel like once you do that reflection, once you take that time to really look at things from a different point of view, okay, kind of like from the outside looking in over at the situation and analyzing the situation, looking at it for what it is, I feel like you're going to come up with a completely new idea, a completely new way of seeing yourself in terms of love, and also new ideas as to what you want to do next in your love life, okay? And this is the first of the 3 major arcana cards in your reading, so this is definitely telling you that July 2016 is a turning point in your life in terms of love life. You're about to see some major change and transformation happening, like I say. So in the first week, let's just get started. In the first week, we have the 4 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Pentacles talks about having your guard up. The 4 of Pentacles talks about keeping people at a distance. Just focus on who you are and what you have in terms of your vision of love, or what you expect to receive, your standards, or a relationship. And I do feel that for some of you, this could talk about the fact that you're separated from your partner, and you're waiting for them, and therefore you're keeping everyone else at bay. Okay, so you're keeping people at a distance. You have your walls up. You're not interested in what's going on because you're waiting on your partner to come back. You're waiting to be reconnected. The Four of Pentacles is also talking about holding on to something for fear of losing it. So I feel that you may be afraid to change, okay, because or you may be unaware of the fact that you need to change something. You need to let go of a fear that has been holding you back. Your fears, your doubts, a way of seeing yourself, what you have to give and what you deserve to receive, that is not realistic, that is not true. Okay, so if you are underestimating yourself, if you fear that you have to lower your standards, or if you fear that you're never going to find someone and therefore you have to settle for anything that comes your way, you really need to let that go. Okay, you need to let those walls come down and free yourself from that way of looking at things, because it's not true and it's not doing you any favors. The Four of Pentacles is also a card that talks about being guarded. And so I feel that whether you're single or in an existing relationship, the Four of Pentacles talks about being afraid to open up for fear of losing what you have. So it could be that you're afraid of speaking up and telling your partner how you feel about a situation, or if something's bothering you, or if something kind of hurt your feelings. I feel like you're keeping it to yourself because you're afraid that you're going to hurt their feeling, or you're going to upset them. And so in the first week, you really have to look at what is it that you're holding on to, or what is it that has been holding you back. What is it that has been keeping you stuck in this place of afraid of moving on, or afraid of opening up, or afraid of receiving love even, okay? Afraid of allowing yourself to hope again, or allowing yourself to go out into the world, mingle, and meet people that, you know, can bring love to your life, or can contribute with positivity or joy, or just get you out of this state that you've been in, where you have been protecting yourself or guarding yourself, okay? And I feel that even if you're surrounded by a lot of people, you still keep a lot hidden, you keep a lot to yourself. And I feel like what you're holding on to, this could also be, you know, not telling people about who you really are, or how you really feel, or what you really think in a situation, for fear that they're not going to understand, or for fear that they're not going to accept you. And that's been holding you back. I feel like, you know what, look at that and really work on it, because you are who you are, and you are an okay person, okay? You're an awesome person. So it's important that you respect yourself and you love yourself enough to allow yourself to be who you are, okay? Not hold things back anymore, or not, you know, put your walls up and put your guard up anymore. This is also talking about that maybe you've been single for a while, and this is by choice because you have been hurt in the past. And with the Four of Pentacles, you still have your walls up and you're still preventing anyone else from coming in, but at the same time you're preventing healing from happening, okay? Because you're stuck in between those walls, and yes, no one else is coming in, but what you're feeling and what you're going through cannot move past those walls. So you cannot have healing, you cannot release the things and the feelings and the memories that are hurting you, or they're holding you back, or they're keeping you in that place of fear of being hurt again, okay? In the second week, we have the Death card. So this is really beautiful. I'm really happy to see the Death card because it talks about letting go, okay? And it's the second card that talks about letting go. The first one is the Hangman. The Death card represents change and transformation. It represents letting go of the past, okay? Just releasing the past, releasing this, whatever it is that has been holding you back, that has had you keep your guard up and raise walls around you and keep everyone at a distance, okay? So if it is the fact that you've always been kind of keeping yourself available for someone, but they're not really gonna come back if they left, or they're not someone who can return that love, I feel like you're really looking at that and you're assessing the situation, okay? You're looking at it for what it is, and you're saying, you know what, I deserve better. And so you're releasing that, you're letting go, you're allowing for healing to happen, and you're embracing new energy, whatever it may be and whatever it may look like, okay? You're ready for healing and you're ready to move forward. You're ready to forgive yourself and whoever else has hurt you in the past, and embrace new energy and embrace new people and new relationships even, okay? With the Death card, okay? The Death card talks about a new day dawning. It talks about making room for new energy. Okay, it's like spring cleaning. Okay, whatever you're holding on to is just taking up space, and it's got no real positive contribution to your life. It's just taking up space and energy because you keep thinking about those things, and they're always in the background and so on and so forth, and they're keeping you stuck, and there's no room for anything else to come in. So you do your spring cleaning with the Death card, and you're letting go of old ways of seeing things, old ways of being, people who don't deserve you, situations that don't deserve you, relationships that don't deserve you. Okay, you're letting go, and you're allowing for healing to happen. You're really working on yourself around the second week, and you're thinking, who am I? What do I deserve? What do I have to offer? What should I receive in exchange? Okay, in a partnership, because it should be give and take in a partnership, not just you giving. And you are preparing yourself for new energy. You're preparing yourself for new love. You're preparing yourself for love of all kinds, self-love, friendship, love life improving, new people coming in, okay, relationships growing, and so on and so forth. Okay, it's a really beautiful week of healing, of releasing and embracing the new. Okay, and that's really, really positive. And in the third week, there you have it. Really quickly, this is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so see what happens as soon as you release what is holding you back, as soon as you release the past, allow for healing to happen, and prepare yourself to embrace new energy. Here it is. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is really, really positive. It talks about change. It talks about unexpected turns of events. It talks about fated energy. Okay, so people who are meant to be in your life are about to enter your life right now. It talks about fate intervening, and either improving a relationship, taking it to the next level, helping you release a relationship, heal from it, and meet someone new. And it's just transforming your love life, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like if you've been single for a long time, and we've already covered this and why you've been single perhaps, and you've gone through what you've had to go through, and you've done the processing, and you've done the healing, the releasing, the Wheel of Fortune comes in to tell you that your love life is completely going to change. If you've been single for a long time, you're meeting someone very, very soon, and this person is either a soulmate connection or definitely someone who is meant to be in your life at this time. Okay, and you may meet this person on a trip, or definitely just an unexpected way, at an unexpected time, in an unexpected place. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is all about unexpected. It's all about things happening just out of the blue, and more importantly, going with the flow, embracing this energy, because again, it's fate. Okay, and in the fourth week, we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles talks about a concrete change, or meeting someone or starting a partnership that can last the test of time, that no matter what happens and no matter what you're going through, thick and thin, and you know, whatever in your life, this partnership is strong. This relationship is definitely going to be able to take whatever comes and move forward in a powerful way, in a positive way, in a loving way. Okay, so I feel like for those of you in existing relationships, if there has been kind of like a quiet time in the relationship, or maybe a separation, or maybe not seeing eye to eye, or just emotional disconnection, I think that's, I hope that's a word, but you know what I mean, where you haven't opened up to each other anymore, or you haven't shared your dreams and your ambitions and your desires for each other anymore. Okay, there's been that emotional kind of disconnect. Okay, and so that's why with the Hangman, you've been in limbo. You don't know what to do. Okay, you weren't sure, well, what do I do? If I open up and they don't feel the same way, I could lose the relationship. Or if I keep things to myself, how am I going to find out what they're feeling? And I don't want to ask them how they're feeling, because again, they might tell me that they want to leave, and so on and so forth. And so you've been keeping yourself in this place of limbo and fear, okay, of losing what you have. And then around the second week, I feel like you say, you know what, we have to address this, we have to look at it, things are not moving in the right direction, things are not happy, And so we have to talk about this. We really have to talk about this. And you have that conversation with the Death card, okay, where you're laying it all on the table. You are bearing your souls to each other and figuring out where you want to go from there. And then with the Death card, it's like putting things to bed, things that you've kind of been carrying around with you in the relationship, but they don't really serve a purpose anymore. Okay, old ways of seeing each other, or old roles and responsibilities that you may have had in the relationship that in the meantime have changed, but you haven't really adapted and updated, okay, so to speak, those roles and responsibilities. And so with the Death card, there's a spring cleaning that happens in the relationship where you're changing things to match the current situation, to match reality. You're healing whatever needs healing, you're releasing whatever needs releasing, and you're welcoming a new stage in the relationship. And it comes very, very quickly with the Wheel of Fortune. You may take a trip together, okay, to reconnect, to find your new truth, to find your new vision of the relationship. So you're traveling. You may go to like a fun fair, okay, spending time together doing some fun activities, going to a different city, going to a different place, spending time in nature, retreating, you know, going to a bed and breakfast or something like that, where it's just the two of you and anything can happen. Okay, but you're there and you're together and you're going through it together. And so by the end of the month, you come to the realization that, oh my God, we've been through so much and we have overcome this difficult stage of limbo and not knowing where we're going. And it turns out that, you know what, we're very much on the same page and we're moving forward together, and you're feeling very happy about that. For those of you who are single, I feel like for a scenario, if you've been keeping yourself single for a certain person and this person is nowhere to be found, I feel like this is the month where you look at that situation and you say, you know what, I've been keeping people at a distance, and maybe there have been some good people that kind of were trying to get my attention, and here I am just putting my walls up and keeping myself available for that person, you know, who's not around. And so it's time to look at that. It's time to address that. Let that go, because it's not working and it's keeping you stuck, and you deserve to be happy. You're releasing that. You're forgiving yourself and whoever else you need to. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, you're welcoming new energy. And here it is. And a complete turn of events is happening. And you're about to meet a soulmate. You're about to meet the love of your life with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's a very positive omen. And so with the Five of Pentacles, you're moving forward. Okay, because you start with the 4 and you end with the 5. So you're moving forward. You're letting go of the past and you're preparing yourself for a solid partnership, okay? You're embracing a solid partnership. And you do have another earth sign energy in here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For the most part, I feel like this is your energy. You could be meeting a Pisces this month or Scorpio, so water signs are definitely looking good for you, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So go with the flow, okay? Another message. And for others of you who have kind of taken yourself out of the game because of something that has happened in the past, and because you have kept yourself in that place of worry and fear of getting hurt again, once again, this is a month of change and transformation for you. You're finally looking at that, you're addressing that, and you're going through the healing process. You're releasing what needs to be released. You are letting go of things and old ways of being and seeing things and believing and thinking about yourself and love life. You're letting go. You're embracing new energy. You're saying, you know what? I've been afraid for far too long. And you know what? I've learned my lessons and I'm setting my sights higher. I deserve someone better. Okay? And you're coming up with new standards. You're coming up with a new way of seeing the world and seeing yourself in love relationships. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, there you have it. You've learned your lessons, and as a result, here you go, new energy, someone new coming into your life. And again, a soulmate connection with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? It's fate. It's karmic. And with the Five of Pentacles, by the end of the month, you are moving forward. You're embracing this new energy. You're embracing this new person. And you're willing to go with the flow. You're willing to come out of this fear and kind of lack mentality that you've kept yourself in for fear of getting hurt again. Okay? But you're moving forward. And that's really, really beautiful. Guidance card for you we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And this really, really ties in with the energy of the Hangman, where you have to do some self-reflection. You have to figure out what you want to do, okay? You have to figure out which way you want to go, what you want to let go of, what you want to embrace, what you deserve, what you don't deserve, and so on and so forth. So really focus on doing this, okay? You can start this now when you see this video or in the coming days, where you are addressing some things that maybe you've kind of tried to ignore, or maybe you didn't really know that they're still affecting you, and so on and so forth. So you have to go through a bit of reflection and contemplation and figuring things out in terms of your love life, because it's about to change in a very beautiful way for you. But you have to first of all be open to change, be open to that new energy, be open to new levels of love, and then embrace that new energy when it shows up, okay? So there you have it, okay? These are your messages for the month. I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, and I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it helps you in some way. It really looks like a really good month in terms of healing and transformation and moving forward, okay, in a very beautiful way, in a very kind of destined way for you, okay? So there you have it. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Hi Taurus, so this month you really have a lovely chance with Venus moving into the energy of Cancer at the beginning of the month, which is typically a very comfortable energy for Taurus to be in. So you really have a lovely time and a lovely amount of energy to work with Venus being someplace so comfortable. As well, we get Mercury stepping in with a lot of really good energy for communication. So this is a month where not only do you probably have something domestic to figure out with a partner or figure out on your own in terms of romance, but the decision can be easily made. You don't have to struggle. You can have a good conversation about it. Also, these energies together put you in the position to just have a really lovely conversation together. Or if you're single, this is a lovely time for communication, especially if it's something online or something like that. You really do have the energy, a large part in your favor in the general reading. So I hope you use it and you use it well. And if you're not exactly sure how it affects your personal chart, you can always get a reading, right? Or you can always hop online and start to read about your placements and your aspects so you can figure out what it looks like exactly for you. But for the most part, in the general reading, we've got guns a-blazing and clear to move forward. All right, Taurus, have a great month.